The gallery was sealed off. Lane wasn't exactly easy to miss, and it looked like he wasn't around. Something about it looked vaguely familiar. Hi.
Monsieur?
I'm looking for Mr. Lane. Has he been here?
Ah, yes, monsieur. He came by earlier. Told me he was off to console Henri's widow. I hope she's out.
Hi. So Lane was consoling the widow. What a big heart that guy had. Did he have a grand scheme or just loose morals?
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
I'm sorry, this is a very inconvenient time. Come back later.
I know that's you, Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane,
I have no...
I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
I'm sure it can wait.
Mm-hmm. If you don't let me in...
All right then.
Dear Lord, George, you have the worst timing.
Is this a bad time to accuse you of lying?
What do you...
I've just come from Vera's security.
So?
Tell me about Annette.
Who?
From Vera's security.
I don't know any Annette.
I'm surprised you let your conquests keep souvenirs.
Ugh. Where did you get that?
Annette lent it to me.
Quit waving it around, for God's sake.
Come on, Lane. Tell me about Annette.
All right, all right. I had a fling with her, okay? Now keep your voice down, please.
And you two fixed the security for the robbery?
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling was a mistake. She turned out to be rather needy.
I believe you. You're not a criminal, just a lecherous old man.
Less of the old, if you don't mind. As it happens, I make a lot of women happy.
Especially when you leave them. Can you tell me anything about the owner of Vera?
Annette told me he's some angry-looking Russian chap.
Okay, Lane. Take off.
You can't tell me what to do.
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
All right, I'm going. You haven't heard the last of me, Stobart.
Promise?
And give me that photo.
If Lane was telling the truth, that meant that Annette was lying. She said she'd never met the owner and was very keen to get rid of me. I wondered if she was hiding something interesting in that back office.
Are you going to introduce yourself properly?
Pleased to make your acquaintance, madame. My name's George Stobart.
Call me Bijou. Hello, young man. Such a delight to have a new visitor. What can I do for you?
I'm from the insurance company. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Henri, my poor sauvage. He died in his prime.
Could I just ask you a few questions?
Well, why not? A little company might just pep me up, as you Americans might say.
Henri was very brave at the gallery. He tried to stop the thief and paid the ultimate price.
Henri was my lion and my little pussycat.
How are you coping?
I'm still trying to take it in, chérie.
Can you tell me about the gallery? Was the business doing well?
The gallery was Henri's baby. He never spoke to me about it.
So you weren't involved?
Not at all. Business is not my thing.
Your record player seems to be stuck on the same song.
Yes, this song gives me great comfort. It reminds me of Henri.
Bijou, I think someone involved with the gallery helped the thief. It wasn't Hector Lane. He's not devious enough.
But who else?
I don't know. But I will get to the bottom of it, I promise you. Does this smell good to you?
It's heavenly, isn't it? Henri loved it.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure, young man. Do come back any time.
Bijou appeared to know nothing. I still couldn't discount Lane. Annette, on the other hand, had lied about Vera's Securities owner. A small stuffed dog sat on the table. Poor creature. Was that a tear in its glassy eye? Henri was now dressed in a cheap suit. On balance, I prefer the waistcoat. The artist was entering his cubist phase. Two lovers entwined. Reminded me of that party game with the mat. The stereo was playing the same tune over and over again. You have a beautiful home, Bijou. The stereo was playing. The subject looked vulnerable as she clasped her knees. The view through to the Bois de Boulogne was stunning. America is my country, and Paris is my hometown.
Chérie, please don't touch my table. I keep everything in perfect order. Please don't touch my things. Chérie,
Can I ask you a few questions?
truth or dare?
Truth.
And there was I hoping you'd say dare.
Henri looks very peaceful.
Doesn't he? I wish I could keep him here forever.
Again, I'm so sorry.
Life is too short, George.
Anything else you can tell me about the gallery?
No, I rarely went there. As I said, Henri took care of everything.
What's the song called?
Jasmine by the Airy Lobsters. Before your time, I'm sure. It's a band that Henri fronted in the 70s. They got to number 2 in the Swedish charts.
Big time, huh? Is that a painting of you?
Yes, darling. Though obviously he got my hips completely wrong.
Who painted it?
Oh, some acquaintance of Henri's. I don't recall his name.
What's the story behind the stuffed dog?
Oh, Fifi. I was heartbroken when she went. I had her preserved so that we could be together forever.
That's very touching.
Isn't it?
Quite unusual these days to bring the coffin home.
Henri loved a good wake. Said they were better than any party.
Huh. Thank you for your help, Bijou. Night was falling. Annette would have left for the evening. It was time to pay a visit to Vera's security. The empty mall was lit by bright moonlight. The perfect ambiance for a little... I wanted a good look at that back office. I just had to find a way in. There was an electrical box up there, but I couldn't reach it from the ground. The box was in the perfect position to access. The box. Maybe I could use it to... Rearranging this... Even if I... I wasn't going to leave it. It was the shutter control. There was no sign of a button or a keyhole. It must have been controlled remotely. A wire ran up to the electrical box. Maybe I could... I popped the lid open. Inside was an aircon unit. It was the master controller for the shutter. That was close. The wire was live. It was the master controller for the shutters. The aircon blade was exposed. I needed a better... That was close. There was only one end to attach to. I'd cut the wire. I couldn't reach the shutter. It was easier to just... It was the shutter control. There was no way I could force the shutter open with my bare hands. I'd have to get up there again to take a closer look. It was the shutter. There was no way I could force the... The shutter would have been a darn sight tougher to cut than Lane's nail. I'd cut the wire in half. I hoped I was...